What's up, guys? It's Ben with Underrated Garage. I'm here with my 98 3000 GT today, and I'm bringing you a video on 5 things I hate about this car most. Not to say I hate it completely, but these are my biggest gripes with it. So I'm going to start off with something light, and that's right here in the interior. It's not exclusive to this car. Some other 90s cars, like my 300ZXs, are also like this, but there is 0 cup holders in this car. If you want to get some coffee on your way to a show or someone in the car with you has a drink, there's almost nowhere to put it. This is what they did give you. This little insert that goes into the center console under your armrest here, which is flimsy, especially if you have a manual and you're shifting gears, that's right where your elbow is. So terrible placement, terrible idea. There should be at least 1 cup holder. Number 2, a common point that people make when they're talking about this car, the VR4 models, because they have a lot more going on, but even stays true to this. There is not a lot of space in the engine bay to work on this car. People definitely overplay this. Everyone says it's going to be the worst thing in the world. Can't get your hand in anywhere. This one is not the worst, but like I said, that's because it's the SL model. Once you have the twin turbo model with the 4-wheel steering, all-wheel drive, there's just a lot more going on with that car. It's no Civic to work on. So on to number 3, and honestly one of my biggest complaints about this car right now and reasons I'm not enjoying it as much anymore is the fact that it is a front-wheel drive car. VR4 models are all-wheel drive, which obviously that along with the more power is better than this, but I've shifted so much towards enjoying rear-wheel drive cars, just a lot more exciting, exhilarating. You can do more things and have fun with them. So that's kind of where I'm at. On to number 4 now. That's going to be the lack of availability of parts for this car. Both OEM, original parts, and even aftermarket support is not great. Interior parts, things from the engine bay and stuff. You have no chance of getting most of that stuff new, and there's not a lot of reproductions of stuff. Shipping can be expensive. The people know what the rare parts are that are parting them out. They know what things break a lot, so they are going to charge a tax for something like the dash vents that crack a lot. And then also aftermarket. Granted, it's not the worst. I'm sure there are some really obscure cars that you can't get aftermarket upgrades for at all. Hondas and even 350Zs and stuff like that. You can get anything for those cars. Something like this, you kind of don't have that much to pick and choose. I'm sure a lot of other 90s cars are like that. If you have something else that's similar, definitely drop it down in the comments. But for me, it was a bit annoying that I didn't have all the options I'm used to. So we're on to number 5, my 5th and final complaint. People will see this car, and every time their question is, rather than just seeing it and saying, hey, nice ride, they say, hey, sweet, is that a VR4? Is that the TT? So if you drive an SL or a base model, one of these, you know what I'm talking about. It is what it is. There's a lot of reasons to not buy a VR4. Less reliable, a lot harder to work on. Parts are more expensive, and obviously the car itself is a whole lot more expensive. So there's a lot of reasons that you would stray away from getting that, but that's the one that everyone gets excited about. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's 5 things I hate about this car most. Still a really special car. The reason I originally wanted this car was because my first build ever was an Eclipse GSX, and this was always my dream back then. So I finally made it happen. Hope you enjoyed. Definitely drop a comment. Tell me your thoughts. If you have any questions about this platform, I've owned it for a couple years now. I'm definitely willing to answer questions. And like, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.